Welcome back to the Stumpf Moving and Storage YouTube channel. As always, I'm Sean, and today I have an office chair here, and I'm going to show you how to professionally pad wrap and protect this chair when you move. Before I jump into it, guys, if you learned something here, if this video helped you protect your chairs when you were moving, please hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos that shed light into the moving and storage industry, but also some videos that will help you out with tips and tricks to make sure you have a smooth move. With all that being said, we're going to go ahead and start to pad and protect this chair. And I'm going to need 2 moving pads and 2 rubber bands. So we'll get the chair out of the way for a minute, and I'll go get those pads. We'll take the first moving pad, open it up with the light side facing up. We're going to spread it out onto the floor. Now we'll go ahead and grab the chair. Just like all furniture that we're padding, we're going to place the chair inside at an angle. So basically catty-cornered. Try not to step on the moving pad. We don't want to bring any dirt in, but it is difficult sometimes. So just make sure you have clean shoes. Now that we have the chair at a catty-corner position, these things are a little bit bigger than most chairs that you'll come across. Now we've placed the office chair directly in the center of the moving pad at an angle, so catty-cornered, and you'll notice that your legs on your office chairs are typically bigger than they are on a dining room chair or a kitchen chair, and that makes it difficult to pad. That's why we have that second moving pad, and we're going to show you guys in a second where to place that. But if you need to adjust this chair for any reason, say you need more coverage on the legs here, you could scoot it up a little bit in the moving pad, and we can offset the top of the chair, when the lack of coverage on the top of the chair with this pad we have down right now with the one that we're going to be using in just a second. But for the most part, leaving it in the center should be fine because you are running that second pad. Now let's go get that second pad and show you how to do this. Okay, we have this second pad here. We are going to take that lighter side and make sure that it covers the chair. So the darker side will be facing up this time. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to drape this, kind of matching the pad that's already down on the ground. So just like that. Now the chair is covered completely. So anything that we would have missed when we were initially covering would now be covered. You guys can take this pad here, tuck it under the top if you want. You could really get fancy, make sure everything is tucked in there. And all that's going to do right now is help whenever you tighten that next pad. When we pull this pad that's already on the ground, we won't be fighting any excess padding as we try to tighten it up here and finish up the padding process. All right, so you guys can see now that everything is covered. We've ensured that because everything that I can see here is now covered. So we'll go ahead and bring one side over, bring the back up, just like that. Okay. Now we need the rubber bands. So we'll go ahead and grab those. Sometimes this won't stay exactly where it needs to, and that's okay. We just have to bring it back into place here, making sure everything is covered. We're going to be taking one of these moving bands and we'll wrap it just like we would another chair around the legs. It's going to hold it in place. Okay. guys can kind of see what I did there. And then we will crisscross this as we bring the chair up. We crisscross the band, slid it over top of the back portion, and we're working the band down now. Now that second band can be used if necessary to continue to hold the pad on the bottom, because a lot of these can spin on you. It's not necessary to do this, but it can really help you out in the long run. I find it nice and secure, well, more secure when I do that second band, because those bottoms love to spin on us. That's the point of an office chair. You could spin around, right? So having that second band on there will help ensure that the pad stays in place, because if for some reason that base would move on you, then this pad can be ripped right off. And we don't want that to happen. We want to make sure that everything is smooth. Well, there you guys have it. In fact, I actually want to put another band on here. It's a little loose up top. Sometimes, most of the time, this crisscross band will help hold the top one in place. But again, guys, things are different. Everybody has different styles of chairs, and I'll grab a third band to hold that in place. So what we'll do with this third band here is I will take it, spin it like that, that crisscrosses it, and I can work it down around the top to help hold the overlapping top section of pad in place. All right, and I find that I'm a little loose, right? So we're gonna triple it up here. We don't want it to be too tight, because you could leave indentations in the chair, but tight enough that this will hold in place. And there you have it, a professionally pad wrapped and protected office chair. Now, for those of you guys out there who are saying to yourselves, well, that's not pretty. Office chairs are very awkward. They're bulky. They have those legs at the bottom. They're wide and love to spin. It's not going to look pretty. The main thing is making sure that everything is tight, that these aren't going to open up on you, making sure that you use enough bands to hold everything in place, and that everything is covered. Not all the time when you pad things is it going to look extremely pretty, but as long as you can carry it safely, as long as the item that you are protecting is completely covered and completely protected, you've done a good job. There's 100 different ways we could have put bands on here. The main and the most important one would be the first one, where we wrap the legs and then crisscross and bring it over top the back of this. That is very, very important. If you don't do that, none of the pads will stay on. The other bands are just used as needed, where needed. So you guys can think to yourself, where do I need bands? What's gonna fall off? What's gonna cause a tripping hazard if it's not secured as I'm carrying this item to the truck? And just like everything, guys, the protection doesn't end here with the padding. Once we bring it to the truck, proper loading is proper protection. And if you guys need a video that explains how to load a truck, we have them linked right here. If you missed that, go ahead and take a look in the description below. And if you need any of the materials that we've used today in this video, we have them all listed right down there in the description below for you. From moving pads and moving bands, everything is listed right there for you. They're Amazon links, so they'll be shipped right to your home. And finally, I hope this video was able to help you out. And if it did, if you were able to protect your chairs, go ahead and hit that like button for me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos that will help you prepare for your next move. And I'll catch you in the next one.